Put a finger down if you're 29 with 5 kids under the age of 7 and your husband told you he wants to get a divorce because you want to continue going to your family church he doesn't like, but he wants you to stay in the house for the sake of the kids and says he'll eventually start seeing other people. So he takes back the Benz that he bought you and buys you a less expensive car, and you take you and your 5 kids to go live with your dad. And now you share a room with your 5 kids trying to get your life back together because you haven't worked in 8 years because your husband told you to focus on you, your kids, and school. So now you gotta learn how to be a single mom, all while your kid's dad is gaslighting you, making you feel bad for leaving the house because he says you should have stayed and saved up, even though he's going to be out doing what he wants to do.
So I just watched this woman's video, and honestly my spirit is tired because the way marriage can flip your life upside down in the span of one conversation is terrible. The way forever can turn into, oh yeah, pack your things and be going home. I cannot even comprehend it. This whole thing just, got me thinking some people don't even need to cheat or insult or disrespect their husbands for a marriage to end. Just wake up one morning and tell your husband that, oh, I don't like this church I'm going to, please, I want to go to another church, and boom, your marriage is gone. Now, this woman is 29 years old. She has 5 kids. She has not worked in 8 years just because her husband says, don't work, sit down at home and focus on your life. That's one thing I'm never going to do, but yeah. And now what's she doing? She's sharing a room with 5 children in her father's house, all because she listened to a man, advising her to sit down at home and focus on the children. Which brings me to the video I made some weeks ago. Give birth to the number of children that you can take care of. You saw those when I tell you, oh, I want 5 children, I want 10 children. Some of them don't like children though. They just like the idea of having children. I have a full family, I have a full house. When push comes to shove, my sister, you are going to end up with those children alone, and that man is going to move on with his life. Give birth to the number of children that you can take care of. Okay, let's watch a video and we'll be right back.
That 29-year-old woman with the 5 kids under the age of 7, I want to point out something in all of the word salad that she told us. She said after she had her first child, her and her husband were having intercourse, and she knew that she was ovulating. She knew that it was that time of the month. She asked him not to finish inside of her because she did not want to have another baby. She asked her husband not to finish inside of her because she did not want to have another baby. That was after baby number 1. And now, after 5 kids, and after he has sucked up her entire 20s, he is leaving her. She said that she allowed him to do it because she wanted to be submissive, because according to their religious doctrine, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. They also subscribe to gender roles and gender norms. So now that y'all are going to get a divorce, and as much as she claimed like, oh, where he wants 50-50, he wants 50-50. Who do you think is going to shoulder the burden of the 5 kids? I want y'all to let that sink in. She did not want more kids. She knew she was ovulating. She asked her husband not to finish inside of her. He said, So she let it happen. And because she's a part of a church that does not believe in doing anything to prevent pregnancy, she is 29 with 5 kids. And her husband is leaving her. Mind you, she does not want a divorce. She does not want her marriage to end. He does. After he pumped her with 5 kids. I want you to let that sink in the next time you think to yourself, there's this thing this man wants me to do, and I don't really want to do it. And you think to yourself, but I need to be a good wife. I need to be a dutiful wife. I need to submit to my husband and my husband's will. Ask yourself, how are you going to feel if the relationship ends? Are you going to feel like this is something I also wanted to do? No. We're not talking, making him a sandwich. We're talking about making him a baby that you don't fucking want. Stop doing shit that you don't want to do for men, and especially when it's things that you are going to be left carrying.
My grandma always said, only have the amount of kids that you can take care of by yourself, even if you're married to the best man on the earth. Because the one sure thing a man will do is tell a lie. And in most cases, men lie about children. Men want children the way that children want pets. And when they think about children,
They think about the fun aspect or just being able to brag and say that they have children. Not all men, but a very large amount of them. And when they think about having children, they think about the mother doing all of the brunt work and the responsibility that comes along with taking care of the children. It's too many young ladies coming on this app crying. They're not even 30 yet, and they have 5 and 6 and 7 children, and their husbands are deciding that they no longer want to be a husband, a father, and have the responsibility of the family, leaving these young ladies with all of these children to care for. Stop having children with a man just because he tells you that that's what he wants. That man does not want all of those children, and he does not like you if he is filling you up with all of these children.
Now, people will tell you that marriage is 50-50, right? Breakup is always 90-10, 80-20, because after the breakup, after the divorce, one party moves on with his life and, maybe gets married to another woman and whatever, while the other party now starts from scratch, fending for her children alone. Now, let's also talk about the car that he collected from her, the Benz he collected from her. You say you don't want the marriage anymore, Abi? Great. So why did you collect the car from her? She's with your children, no? Why do you feel the need to reduce her standard of living just because the marriage is over? A woman that is taking care of you both's children. Another funny part that got to me was the fact that he divorced her, but he wanted her to stay in his house, in their house, with the children. Okay, can you pick a struggle? So she's good enough to be a living mom, she's good enough to be a caretaker, a mother to the children, but she's not good enough to remain as your wife. Oh, okay. But you still need to make it make sense. You want to leave your marriage but still enjoy the benefits of having a wife. Abi, you still want the benefit of family package. All right. 9 times out of 10, when marriages end, the children end up with the mother, not the father. And if you check, men will do this thing, they will abandon the children with, oh, she it's better she takes care of them. Oh, I'm a man. Oh, I might not be able to. That's how they used to run away from responsibilities. All these their excuses can sound thoughtful to the ear, but if you look at it truly, it's just another way of saying, oh, I cannot handle it. So it's the woman that can handle it. Children are labor. Children are responsibilities. Children are daily work. And in most families, trust me that the men, they've not learned that daily part of it. It's just the idea of the fact that they have children that they understand. So when the marriage ends, the men will just back out and run away. And then the woman is left to take care of all the children. For me, this story is not really about, the divorce or the church issue or the Benz or whatever. This story is about how loss of marriage or divorce can trap women socially, financially, mentally, even physically, and how a man can just shake tables, scatter everywhere, and then is left for the woman to pick up the pieces. 5 kids, 1 room, no job, just starting life afresh in her father's house at 29. So I would like to ask you guys watching this video, what do you think about, how men abandon their children, how they move on easily after a divorce, and if it is right for them to do that? I'd also love to hear your opinion about women giving birth to a number of kids they can take care of, not the number of kids their husband wants. I'd love to hear your opinion on that. My name is Benita. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, all the love in the world. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.